Your tyrant warlock king has returned. Get ready for my arrival, worm. Give me a second, 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 give me a second. G'day there, mates. Mooney's here! Mooney, how you doing? Oh my god, Magic Mike, hello. Hello, Lemon, hello, Magic Mike again. Hello, Mooney. Mooney, how are you? Hello, everyone. Second stream of the day. I've been streaming quite often recently. A few days ago, or yesterday, I was streaming bloody Halo with my brother. I was on his channel. I'm gonna start streaming it here soon. I just had to find out how to play it on my Xbox so my PC wouldn't blow up. I streamed this morning. We finished Sonic and Knuckles, and now we're back to streaming, and it's great. It gives me a reason to let me do something. I should play some music. But I closed my Batman Arkham Asylum playlist, so let me get that back up. Give me a second, guys. Batman Arkham Asylum theme. Thank you. Let's get that music up in here. How are we doing, guys? Let me read your messages. Tyrant Warlock King, that's me. I'll admit it now. I'm a Warlock King. My patron? Sonic the Hedgehog. I said to my friend, I'll sleep after this trailer. He said, where is it? I'm like, patience. I mean, the King of England is an old tyrant, so you're not wrong. It's true. Give him a second. It's been 1 second. Yeah, and I'm all ready now. How's everyone doing today? In America, in the New York City. I'm pretty sure it's like, what, 12? 11 for you guys there? Right here in Australia, I'll tell you what right now, it's 1:30 a.m. in the morning. I would have been up anyway. Ever since I finished that stream this morning, my brain has just been going, should I stream the Superman trailer? Superman trailer's in 12 hours. What do I do for 12 hours? All I've been doing has been, I've been watching a bit more Dimension 20. I'm up to Dungeons and Drag Queens of Dimension 20, and it's pretty good. I tried watching the Ravening Wars, but I don't know. I'll have to give it another try because I couldn't really get into it. I made this little face yesterday. That's cool. Okay, 1:37. Actually, the thing is, my computer clock is like 2 or 3 minutes off for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Sonic would never patronize tyrants. Yeah, he would. Ever read Archie? My ruined sleep schedule has brought me one good thing. Hell yeah. Staying up late for Superman. Now the trailer comes out at 2 a.m. and I'm gonna need you guys, because my clock is wrong, I'm gonna need you guys to spam the chat if you can, if the trailer's out. It's 11:37 a.m. here in New York, the land of huge apples. Well, Australia is the land of big bananas. Look that up. We got a big banana. It's pretty great. We also have a big pineapple. Dude, I was just watching Game Changer. What episode were you watching? Dude, Game Changer. I love Game Changer. But do you know what I also love? I love truth and justice and a better tomorrow and consuming media. So before the trailer, I thought it'd be great if we went back and just kind of rewatched the original teaser that they posted. Actually, in fact, do they? No, they don't. Do they have it here? No, they don't. All right, we'll just do. Do they have it here? Look up. It's the. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Oh my god, wait, we're watching this. This keeps showing up in recommended.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Okay, great. That was mod on the channel. Link They have a AMV YouTube channel, and it's great. And every time this is recommended to me, I comment, recommended again on stream peak every time. Yay. Comment. There we go. Do you guys want to watch some Dimension 20 clips? No. Focus, Gruich. Focus. What am I looking for? What was I looking for? What are we talking about? How are you guys doing? It's beautiful. It's past 1 a.m., so I'm a little crazy right now. Superman teaser. Here we go. This was the teaser trailer for the teaser trailer they posted before the teaser trailer. And this alone, I remember the poster they posted. The poster they posted with the little bit on Instagram with the little bit of the new theme for the movie made me lose my shit. And then when they posted this, oh, I lost my shit all over again. I have to say, this episode, it's not episodes, I guess they're episodes. This stream is there. Hopefully there are no ads playing on the stream because this stream is not monetized, because anytime I try to monetize a video with this trailer in it, I get hit like crazy. So like my big Superman like picking apart the trailer video, I did my best to try to get between and get around sense what's it, but it's gonna happen anyway. But yeah, they showed this I talked over this whole teaser. They showed this teaser, pardon me, and I was on my here we go. I was like, oh, like when I watched this, I was freaking the fuck out. And there's a lot of footage in this that wasn't in the first teaser. Just seeing people. Not even, like I said, let me read the chat, sorry. Big banana sounds like a euphemism. It does. Grant gets bachelor. Oh, that's a great episode, but it's also so sad. Because I don't know if you know this, Lemon, but one of the people who was on that episode passed away shortly after. I don't know if they mentioned in the show, but one of the people like passed away on that. That's such a down. I'm sorry, guys. That's a very depressing topic to bring up. But yeah, that's a great 2-part episode. But I always feel sad whenever I watch it because I'm like, oh, that person. Oh, it's a shame. Anyway, moving on. Wow. Australia loves fruits, for real. We love fruits. There's a theme park called Tropical Fruit World in Queensland. Is there? I didn't know that. I did not know that. What trap show would Clark do? Oh, Smarty Pants. No. Actually. Clark Kent is doing actually. Yeah. No. Well, Clark's not a comedian. Clark's a reporter. So I don't know. Superman would maybe do Smarty Pants, but I don't know if that's his style either. What's the food with Gastronauts? I think Gastronauts is more up their alley. But anyway, this teaser, like I said this in the video, but the fact that they have gotten away so far with this entire ad campaign without saying Superman shows both how ballsy they are and how rewarded they are for being ballsy, because they did not need to put a title in any of these and everyone knew Superman. Everyone's just like, and like, as well, I say this in the video, like the Superman, like people chanting his name, my God. Tropical Fruit World sounds like a fruit park in Ace Attorney. It does. It's your favorite theme park. It would be your favorite theme park, Lemon. It would be. You're named after a fruit, after all. Like I think everything I could say about this teaser, I said on my video. So I'm not really sure what I can add to this that I haven't already said. Other than I'm shocked we're getting another trailer that has more stuff we haven't seen. A part of me thinks like, do I just want to see this? Do I want to not see as much as I can? Do I want to not know what the story is even about? Because we don't know what the story's about. All we know is, well, I think we know generally the story is. I'm gonna turn this softer, guys. I think I'm kind of battling with the trailer there. Sorry about that. Like, the story that we've been told and that we know is that it seems to be, at least the general theme of the movie is... Oh, Park Kent's not living, by 100%. I don't think Park Kent's living at the end of this movie. Park Kent has not seen the end of this movie. I'm telling you that right now. I think the main plot of this story, or this film, story, yeah, whatever, is the world, the modern cynicism versus Superman. And modern day superheroes versus Superman. It's, you know, the reason he has the Kingdom Come logo, I don't think is purely aesthetics. It is so fucking good. It's so good. And then oh my god. No, I have to put it softer for me. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Fuck me. I can't not look at it. Lois is perfectly casted, and the purple, the fact that they finally got her in purple. But like, I'm rewatching, I was rewatching the Reeves movies recently, and it is like the first Reeves movie and the final Reeves movie is kind of about, like modern day cynicism, at the time modern day cynicism versus Superman and Superman's hope. The first movie is the idea of like, you know, it's 70s. Late 70s, basically New York. And if you know anything about the 70s in the film industry, like, it was, every film in the 70s was very grimy. It was very dirty. It was your Godfathers. It was stuff like that. And in comes Superman is this kind of colorful, beautiful, hopeful film. Around the time of Jaws and like the beginning of and Star Wars, like the beginning of the blockbuster was like, the idea of a blockbuster was starting. And you had this film that kind of challenged the kind of cynicism and edgy stuff of the 70s and being like, well, sometimes things are just beautiful, sometimes things are wonderful. And then you have Superman 4, which I think happens mid 80s. And it's about 80s capitalistic nuclear cynicism. It is Superman versus like news sites that only care about people buying papers. It's Superman versus the Cold War anxiety. I won't say too much. You're gonna be hearing me talk more about Superman 4 soon, probably in like a year. So I won't say too much, but that's my issue with Man of Steel. Man of Steel didn't seem at all like Superman's hope going up against anything else, or Superman's ideals going, because at the end, Superman has to compromise his ideals in order to save the world. And that's not a Superman story. Like, that's a story where he loses. In Man of Steel, Clark kind of lost. His ideology failed him. He had to kill someone in order to save the day. And this movie won't do that. Superman 1 didn't do that. Superman 4 didn't do that. The films need to... I think this film is going to be modern cynicism and capitalism with Lord Tech. Like, you can see Maxwell Lord. Like, the Terrifics in this film definitely seem like we know they are employed by Maxwell Lord. So it's like it's again very similar to the Justice League International, and maybe they are the Justice League International in this. They have the Mr. Terrific-esque outfits, so I think that they are the Terrifics. But this movie does seem like it's going to be talking about and commenting on like not even maybe like the Terrifics kind of seem like a Avengers, a Thunderbolts, or not even like a Shield, like this kind of government sanctioned and supported body of people whose job is to be a superhero, and so they're paid to do this. So it's like, well, you know, I'm only going to do what I'm paid to do, or I'm only like, there are people that treat this like a job and don't really have any heart for it. And then Superman is, no one's paying me to do this. In fact, I'm in danger in doing this, but I'm doing it because I can. I'm doing it because if there's something good, Superman, everyone says Superman's about hope, and he is about hope. But I think Superman specifically is about the idea of, like, what makes Superman so incredible is that he could do something, so he's doing something. Superman isn't just hope, he's action. He's taking action if you can take action. If you have the power to help people, to step in, do it. Step in and help. Like that is really what Superman stands for. And this movie is playing on that, because I've read a little bit of things here and there that I won't say, and I haven't been spoiled massively for certain stuff. But like, I don't know how the movie's gonna end. I don't know any of that. I just know certain beats or a scene or two. And it definitely seems like that's the direction they're going. It seems like they're going with Superman versus the world, really. Oh, it's so good. Do. You get to walk around eating fruit and seeing the different types of fruit grow. Ooh, cool. Lois looks so Lois. Yeah, the purple. The actor for Luther is in the menu. Yes, he's very good. What's his name again? I've forgotten his name. Whoops. Superman. 10 minutes. Wow. Well, we got 7 viewers here, guys. Hello, my 7 viewers. 7 viewers is a lot. It's more than I usually get. Especially when I play Sonic. I'm gonna tell you guys a little Gruage secret. I get the most amount of views on streams when I play Sonic or Half-Life 2 mods. I don't know why. I think Half-Life 2 mods, just the algorithm was picking up and eating it up. They loved it. But Sonic specifically, when I don't stream Sonic, my channel suffers. It's out already? But do not change, it comes to the hope, and Batman is like holding onto the hope to send it. Oh my god, it's out. I'm gonna turn the desktop audio up. Holy fuck, holy shit. 5 minutes ago? Talk about early! Okay. Volume. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna turn it a little bit softer so I'm louder than it. There we go. Okay. Oh, I can't do that. It fucks up the stream.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Oh.
Ready?
This is so
Let's do it,
cozy
Cronkite.
already.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of fire,
It's
but-
a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States will
representing
cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world. More.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Eyes up here.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Your choices. Your actions.
Oh my god.
That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it.
I knew Metamorpho behind me.
He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! And
A
again!
dog.
Again, not showing the name and just the logo because you know it. You know it. They don't even need a logo for this movie. They don't need a title. It's Superman. You know it's Superman. I just played the different trailer. Whoopsies. You know it's Superman. My God, Gunn. My God, you're cooking. You are cooking. You are in the kitchen and you have that little rat in your head and you're going, I'm making the fucking Ratatouille and I'm not even making Ratatouille. I'm making Superman. Oh my God. I couldn't even say anything the whole time watching that because I was shaking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're fucking back, baby. We're fucking back. You didn't even like superheroes before this? Let me tell you. Superman. I am so glad I rewatched all of the Christopher Reeves films. I am so glad because I can look at this and I think a lot of people hear the theme and I think the most cynical people will go, oh, it's cheap. It's just the theme. They're just using the theme because people love the theme, which is what happened in Joss Whedon's version of Justice League. He just used the Superman theme because that's a Superman theme. We kind of have to use it. That's not what it feels like it's being used here. This trailer, everything we've seen so far, it feels like someone is like, no, I'm not just using a Superman theme because Superman's in this movie. This is a Superman movie. This is a movie about Superman, about hope, about action, about protecting people, about people protecting each other. The scene, let me see if I can find it. The scene that made me think this is like going to be like he fucking gets it. The scene in the first movie that made me think he fucking gets it was, sorry, the scene in the first trailer that made me think he fucking gets it was this scene, right? This is the scene that made me instantly start to tear up when I first watched the original teaser. But it is, to me, this scene that gives me confidence in Gunn. It's this scene because this is what superhero movies have been missing since, I can't say, I want to say honestly, Spider-Man. I want to say Spider-Man, but maybe Iron Man 3 had it. Iron Man, it's for purpose, you're right. Iron Man 3 had the element of like, you know, the Tony saving people, but it's not just, it is a human saving Superman. This scene is the train scene in Spider-Man 2. Exactly, Lemon. This scene is all the people standing up for New York and saying, no, I'm not going to let you hurt this person because this person has helped us, so we're going to help them. This movie is about inspiring people to be kinder to each other and also to take action against injustice. It's not waiting for action. Amazing Spider-Man 2 might be a bit of a stretch. Amazing Spider-Man 1, maybe. 2? Maybe I have to rewatch Amazing Spider-Man 2. It is about taking action, and it doesn't matter if people go, well, you need to go through the top, you need to do this and this. No, people are in danger, or if you can help someone, you help them. You do what you can to help people. This movie, I think, is already having a positive effect on so many people, and I think it will change people when it comes out. I legitimately think this movie will change people, and not in the way that, oh, it'll make people Superman fans. It'll make them buy comics. It'll make them buy trading cards, if people still sell trading cards. It'll make them buy freaking video games. No, people are going to leave the theater and think, I need to volunteer for something. People are going to watch this and think, I need to do my hand. I need to pull my pants up, put some socks and shoes on, go outside and do something to help another person. If someone needs help, if I'm walking past someone on the sidewalk, I wave hi and I say, "How you doing? Have a good day." If I see someone just in need for something small, it'll cost me nothing to go and help them. Even if it's something a bit larger, if it's a friend who needs help to be moved out, if it's this movie is what we need right now. It is really what, not even just America, it's what the world needs right now. It is basically a mirror to look at everyone and go, why do you want to be so cynical? Why do you want to be so scared of other people? People like you and me are very similar. We're not as different as people say we are. We don't have to be different. We can be friends. We can help each other. We can be kind. We can love each other. We can form community. We can help one another. Fuck me. Oh, I know I'm probably repeating myself, but oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I saw Max is being back to cold HBO Max. I'm gonna make you cry, Lemon. Hey, that's not me making you cry. That's Superman. Oh my god. And to be honest, this is also why I love Sonic. Because Sonic represents... Sorry to make this about Sonic, guys. But Sonic also represents... Like, my favorite characters in all of fiction are the characters that basically go, hey, do you want any help? It's the characters that, like... when he's like Sonic, people are right. Sonic isn't necessarily a superhero. Like, he's not someone who has good like he's somewhat selfish. He's a bit like of a dick. He's rude, but none of that matters because if he sees someone's like freedom being challenged or someone being hurt, he steps up and says, "You can't fucking do that. You're not gonna do that. I won't let you do that." It's also the idea that people can change and be better, and that's Superman. Superman is a symbol of I can be that, and I can strive to try to be like that. And it's the same with Sonic. It's a character that you can see and be like, I want to try to be like him. I want to try to be better than I was yesterday. And Batman is that balance between Superman and the perfect being and the human being, because you have someone like Superman who you can never truly be Superman, but you can be like Batman, but you can be like Superman. Batman and Spider-Man is you. Batman and Spider-Man is flawed. They make mistakes. They don't always have the right opinion about certain things, but they try to be better and they keep getting better. Batman's biggest strength is the fact of how ingenious, how smart he is, and how quick to change on certain, like, my brain's going crazy, but that's also what the Batman was about. The Batman was Bruce realizing he needed to be that symbol of hope to help people, because just punching and getting anger out isn't doing anything. It's not productive. You're not helping people. You can get angry, and sure, there are some people that deserve to get punched in the face, but if you're just punching people in the face, you're not making the world better. You're just getting revenge. That's why when people say, like, oh, getting like, when movies go, don't get revenge, it's bad, people get annoyed by that. I think modern films have lost the plot about why revenge is bad, because revenge is not bad because someone who deserves, like, Batman should not be, I'm just going out and beating people up and putting them in prison. The reason that movie got it so right is because at the end of the movie he realized that doesn't work. Exactly. Punishment versus rehabilitation. It's a realization of, I can't just keep putting people in prison and I can't just keep beating people up and scaring them, because that doesn't improve anything. It just keeps the status quo and keeps people, quote unquote, safe without stopping the root. The best superhero stories are about when people are trying to stop the root of the problem. It's Invincible, it's Batman, it's Superman, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other examples, but those are the three that jump to my head. It is every one of Batman's villains almost everyone, I think, are capable of being redeemed. And Superman that's not the case, because Superman is about, most Superman villains are these large, it's the Brennan Lee Mulligan quote that of 95% of people are like good in heart and want to help people, but there's still like that 5% of people who are just cruel and terrible. And Superman's villains tend to be that 5% of people who you cannot change, and you need to get up and hold hands with each other and fight them. You have to fight them. Let's watch it again. Oops, I keep pressing that button. My God, absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible.
Right
Let's go slowly. Oh my God, there's the Hall of Justice. Oh, let's go scene by scene. Let's go scene by scene. Let's do this. Let's go clip. Let's. So I'm guessing this scene is focusing this is for us a scene showing the city, but I think specifically this scene is going to be about that truck.
Serious right now?
Wouldn't be surprised if Metamorpho or someone's in there.
You'd let me interview
Lois's apartment is sick.
Superman.
Also, I love how homely this feels. Like, I love all I wish I had a home that looked like this. So comfy. Books everywhere. I need to read, guys. I need to properly read. Cronkite. What is that? What is Cronkite?
Superman.
I love how he changes his position. I love how is he chewing gum? Okay, here we go. This is Metropolis City. I'm guessing this is post kaiju battle.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
This is people telling him off. Going into Stag Industries.
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your.
You've got Rick Flag Sr. Oh my God, I had a blank.
Actions.
You see the Secretary of Defense?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Is that modern? I want to say that might be LexCorp tanks.
My actions? As well. I stopped a war.
Is that modern tanks? I can't tell. Jesus. That is definitely from the kaiju.
Maybe.
We've seen this scene before.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect,
I love. See, I was a bit worried at the beginning of this because I'm like, oh, because there isn't a factor of getting up and doing the right thing and stopping something. There is a part of that's like, okay, but you also have to let certain people, like, you can't. How do I say this? I always get worried that people interpret Superman in a far more right-wing way of, yes, we should interpret it. We should step in and control everything. But that's not what Superman is. Superman is in control. It is. These are people who can't defend themselves or can't help themselves, and something bad is about to happen. I have to stop. I have to step in. I have to help. That's what Superman is. And I was worried when I first heard this. I'm like, okay, where's this going? Where's this going? And then when he said people were going to die, I had to do something. That's like, okay, no, Gunn gets it. Gunn gets it.
Legally entered a country.
Okay, we've got Rick Flag. We've got the engineer. I love the engineer's tech stuff going on. That's really cool. We've got Ultraman.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being.
Oh, so he's definitely. This is very Lois versus. This is very a Lois Clark situation. Like. They tend to butt heads because of Lois's cynicism.
Interviewed Superman.
I love how Lois is like Superman. Like don't like because like this is how you're gonna talk to me. Sounds like you're in a relationship with someone and your partner just said something like, "What the hell?" He's like, "No, Superman. That's not what
this is how you're gonna be."
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman.
Oh, so that what is that? I guess that's like sand or CG. No, that's definitely sand. No, that's CG. Yeah, it's CG.
Did you consult with the president?
He's gonna be great.
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
I wasn't representing anybody except for me. And doing good.
Oh, fuck!
I would question myself in the same situation.
And the scene, the music riling up. My God.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequence.
So this is we know who this is, but I can't remember. I think this is from that country that he stopped a war from starting. I think that is a quote unquote superhero from that country.
People were going to die.
That, and to end it on the end of the discussion between Lois and Superman to be like point blank, he did it because people were going to die. Like, that's it. He does not care about anything else. He doesn't care about who he had to talk to about it. People were going to die. I had to step in. I had to do something.
Consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Oh, the horns. Especially to specifically start playing those horns when you see people like crowding around Superman and trying to help him. Like, that is purposeful. That is on purpose. It is Superman's theme in this seems to not just be his theme for Superman specifically, but it is the theme of hope. It is the theme of helping one another.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
And that as well, him trying to keep the whoever he's fighting, like, paying attention to him so there's no one else who's in danger. That's that. And, oh, no, hold on. Is that Lex Corp?
Eyes up here.
No, Lord Tech? Lord Tech, yeah. Okay, now let's see if we can catch anything from this split second. No. Then you got the theme punching in, fuck. And then you've got the Reeves-esque, I love how we call it Reeves, because like, well, I guess there's like 3 different directors for that era. When Reeves is just the connecting tissue towards all of them. Oh my god. The Reeves text. Fortress Assaulted looks incredible. Engineer's effects look awesome. Crypto looks awesome. I love Lex just casually not giving a fuck and just walking through. Also, I am 100% right. That is Metamorpho creating a yellow sun in his hands to give men the strength to escape. That's definitely what's happening.
Your actions.
That right there. Because it wasn't a crowd of people that it was one person who was going to be hurt, and he was going to step in and put all his power to save the one life. Because one life to him is equal to 1,000 lives. That's the sun from All Star. Everyone's saying. Again, I'm kind of explaining things that might be obvious, but it's I'm just popping on top of my head.
What makes you who you are?
Podcast giving advice is gonna make me cry my fucking eyes out. Mr. Terrific being fucking awesome.
Superman.
Lex being petty.
He's not a man.
Okay, yeah, there. See, this is Lex's guards. That is someone from the Daily Planet on the right. I forgot her name. And is that someone on the left as well?
He's an it.
Hold on, is that Kryptonite?
He's not a man.
Is that Kryptonite? Why is his hand glowing? Also, there's a whole league of them. You can see there's a whole bunch of them.
He's an it.
LexCorp, yeah, they got LexCorp logos on their chests.
Somehow
That's an incredible shot.
focal point of the entire world's conversation.
The Terrifics right here, looking awesome. Well, Guy looks lame. I don't like how Guy doesn't have any like green around him. He's just kind of flying. I guess he doesn't need to have a lot of green stuff like that. I don't think in the original Green Lantern comics they had any like green aura around them. But still, it would be nice to show something that's keeping him up in the air, you know?
I will not.
There's the Engineer versus Ultraman fight, versus Engineer and Ultraman versus Superman fight. Okay, the Engineer just took out Mr. Terrific, and that's Engineer on the ground. God, his cape looks incredible.
Except
that looks like not Parasite. No, Guru, just not Parasite. Don't get yourself excited. If Parasite was in this film, oh, no, that's. I think that's Metamorpho doing something.
except that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
That looks great. The flying here, the turn of
I
it.
cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Incredible, my god. Okay, we gotta read what that says. That is Christopher Reeve's son, or grandson, I believe. New regulation set to begin next week. Sphere, not Daily Planet. Interesting. Yeah, it looks a little.
Go get him
I'm
for
losing
you.
words. Okay, Jimmy Olsen, yes or no? Do you think that's Jimmy Olsen? I don't think it is Jimmy Olsen. A lot of people saying it's Jimmy Olsen. Because Jimmy Olsen in the comics just randomly goes through hell at times and will turn into a kaiju or a turtle man or like a robot. Okay, that's the first time we're seeing constructs other than a big plane. So that's pretty cool. It's interesting. It looks digital in nature, but that must be the definition of the video. Hawk Girl and Lex? That's definitely Lex. And that's definitely not Metropolis. Rain Countdown. That's Jimmy. There's men toys on the right there. Oh, that's... Oh my god! I know that art! That's definitely concept art. I know that's a comic book... is it from Brian Michael Bendis's run? Maybe. Superman there. Whoa. Jimmy Olsen, what is going on here, man? Yeah, Jimmy giving him shit. I know her name, but I can't remember her name. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I think that's... I can't remember. Engineer's Tech, looking awesome. That's a... That is Superman getting mad and throwing a fridge. A table. That's him throwing his table and he can't hurt Lex specifically. Oh my god. Yeah, this Lex teasing him. Underground. Wow, okay, so there's some shit going on down, like, underground. Probably related to Metamorpho's powers. There you got Metamorpho again. I'm telling you, that's him about to make a sun. His hands glowed for a second there. Okay, what's shooting the laser? Probably the Bulgaria. Is it Bulgaria? I keep thinking it's Bulgaria, but I don't think it is. Something going on there. Oh, is that the Phantom Zone? Hold on. Hold on. Hold the fucking mic. Hold the mic, Mike. Mike, if you're still here, hold the mic. Is that the Phantom Zone? I think that's the Phantom Zone. This part specifically made me go, because we've seen this shot in all the trailers, but then to see the next part is him falling, my god. It's basically telling the audience, like, shit's going fucking down in this movie. Like, this is going to be hard. This is going to be a battle. This is going to be epic.
You have a dog?
And Crypto being gorgeous. My dog's sitting on my bed right now. Okay, is this a made-up brand? Who's this? What are the Small Little Giants? I know about that. What else we got here? What else we got here? Is this a real band? Who knows? Wow. 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 Let's just loop that. Wow. 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 Mike, you're holding? Fantastic. Oh. They look like Cybertrucks. My god, guys. My god. What else is there to say? What else is there to say other than my fucking god? We are eating. I am being fed. If anyone here in chat has not read any Superman comics, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you a recommendation. I'm going to give you some recommendations right here. In fact, I'm going to close the trailer. I'm going to speak to you mano a mano. No, wrong thing. Mano a mano. Here we go. Look at me. Look at me in the eyes. Look at me, okay? You want to read Superman. Here are the books I would recommend. There is an anthology book that I have in the other room. None of my comics are in my room right now, and I'd have to take a second to run and grab them. But I can Google them. Superman Red and Blue. Okay, so this is an anthology book. It does not follow any specific some stories like follow a certain part of canon, but they're not. Also, don't pay attention to this. It was weird 90s shit. Where Superman split himself up into two people, one blue, one red. It's weird. This is an anthology series. It's a you can get it as a full book, and it's using only the colors. Each story only uses the colors and variations of red and blue. And it's a different artist each issue. Well, each issue I think has multiple short stories. I think each writer gets 2 pages. Maybe 3 pages. to tell like a short story about Superman, and you have like a large amount of writers, a large amount of artists, and it's incredible. There's some stories in there I'm like, that's okay, and there's other stories in there where I'm like, oh, I'm about to cry right now reading this book. Holy shit. It's an absolutely incredible book, and you don't need to worry about any other lore. You don't have to worry about any of the history, especially if there's anything there that's referencing stuff that you might not understand. I think it doesn't matter too much because of the story being presented. You don't need to know the lore about it. You just need to know what it means for that story. This is, I think, a great starting on point. I think it's also good. It's 13 plus, but I think it's kind of okay for maybe a 12-year-old to read. I think there are some somewhat violent or scary elements to it because of the story about war that Superman talks about. And there's not gore, but there's mentions of no, it should be fun. But yeah, I think if you are unfamiliar with Superman, I think it's a good starting point. Then on top of that, everyone recommends All-Star Superman, and I have yet to read All-Star Superman. But if you like Superman, read All-Star Superman's, from what I've heard, is absolutely incredible, and I've been putting it off reading it, and I really should be reading it. But there's one book, I just had it, what was it? Now, this one book isn't a, it's not a Superman exclusive book, but it has the same core message of what it seems like the Superman film is going to be, and it's my personal favorite comic book I've ever read, and even book I have ever read. One of my favorite things ever is DC's New Frontiers. Again, great book to start out with if you don't know anything about DC, because it's basically showing you like a quick origin of a bunch of DC characters. It's based in the 50s, 60s, during post the Korean War, during the Red Scare. And I kind of see it as hopeful Watchmen, I think, in that it is about, it's about basically what we've seen from Superman. It is the government and people who don't really accept superheroes, but it's superheroes basically banding together and be like, no, you can't stop us from trying to help because we want to help. Like, you can call us communists, you can put us in jail, but if there's something wrong happening and we have these powers and we can help someone, we're going to help someone. That is, I think, the core of New Frontiers. It is standing up and doing what's right and helping each other to do what's right. It's teamwork. It's not justice in the terms of the legal sense, but justice in the terms of I can't think of the words. But absolutely incredible book. Heavily recommend. Absolutely heavily recommend. Fantastic book. There was an animated adaptation to it, but I think the animated adaptation, I liked it when I first watched it, then I read the book, and then I tried to watch this again, and I'm like, oh my god, it does not do the book justice. It does not do the book justice. So I heavily recommend giving New Frontiers a read. On top of that, what's another good book if you aren't familiar with comics? To be honest, I need to read more Superman books. There are some books that I like, but the one book I actually quite like, but the author's a scumbag, and I don't want to recommend it because I don't think people should go out and support the author because he's said some terrible stuff and is doing some weird things recently. What's some? Oh my god! You know what's an incredible book, and it might not be up people's alley, but it is a very meta. Book. So if this is what I think it is. Yes, it is. This is a Yes, it is. This is a book about a kid named Clark Kent in our world. And I don't want to spoil too much. I'll tell the main premise. It's a kid who was called Clark Kent because his parents thought it'd be funny if he called him, because his last name's already Kent, and they thought it'd be funny if they called him Clark. And he's like, oh, every birthday he has is Superman themed. It's like, oh, Superman, yeah, Clark Kent lives in Kansas. Haha, aren't you Superman? I was like, oh, yeah, very funny. We heard it 1,000 times. And then one night he wakes up with Superman powers. And the thing he does that night, I can't remember if he does this and he realizes he has Superman powers, or he has Superman powers and then he can do something, so he does it. But he basically does something incredibly heroic, and he thinks to himself, like, well, if I have these powers, I can't just sit around. I should be trying to help people. And it is a incredible commentary on Superman himself. If you want what would Superman be like in the real world, it's this. It is this. It is way more grounded. It is quite scary at times because he has to deal with the realistic US government who would know where you live and know his identity, even though he thinks he has a secret identity. I won't say any more other than that, but it gets scary at times. It gets upsetting at times. Not upsetting. It just gets a bit like, oh my god, like that, like worrying. But do I have it physically? No, I don't think I do. I already digitally. Heavily recommend. Heavily recommend. Great book. You would agree? Yes, Lemon. I lent you my Frontiers book. It's an incredible book. But yeah, those are the 3 books I would recommend if you're interested in getting into Superman or even getting into comics. DC in general. And also specifically if you're looking for these themes. Also, what movies? There's quite a few Superman animated movies, but to be honest, I don't think any of them have really clicked with me. Other than like the All-Star Superman film, which is basically All-Star Superman, so of course it clicked with me. Superman Red Sun's pretty good. I'd recommend maybe watching Superman Red Sun. It's very different from the book. And that's also maybe a good movie to watch if you're going to then watch video essays or things breaking it down, because there's some stuff about it that I missed that I watched the video. I'm like, holy shit, that's an incredibly interesting read. Honestly, if you want to get into the Superman craze right now, Smallville's fun. If you want like a fun, interesting, if you can handle CW shows, I think Smallville is a really fun show. I stopped watching mid-season 3 because it got too much for me, but I think give it a try. If you like the kind of like Supergirl TV show and Flash and stuff like that, I think it's a bit better than. I think it's better than Flash. Pardon me. This is the Flash show. Superman and Lois. Yeah. Oh my god, hiccups. Superman and Lois is another example of an incredible TV show that really understands Superman as a character. I'd recommend anyone watch it. I stopped watching it not because I thought it was bad, but because I just got distracted by other stuff when it was airing. The issue with the DCAU I have is that I think Batman the Animated Series is a fantastic rendition and understanding of Batman as a character, and everything past that point is, to me, the writer's interpretations of these characters. And I say that because I'm not a big fan of how Superman is portrayed in the DCAU. He's not my personal take on Superman. I'm not a big fan of how he's portrayed in Justice League cartoon. I'm not a fan of how Wonder Woman is portrayed for the most part. I think she's alright, but there's elements I don't like. Batman, I don't personally like how he's portrayed a lot. But if you go in knowing that these are either different or, a lot of fans are very, okay. In saying all that, the early 2000s, late 90s DC TV shows are some of the best animated series that's ever come out. Do not look at them as, oh, this is what the characters are. Look at them as, okay, I want to get a really good story. I want to watch something that's incredible with these characters in it. And interesting takes on these characters, because that is the DCAU. To me, the DCAU is awesome, like incredible stories that take characters and tweak them to be very different, but a lot of their core values are still there. Like I don't like how cynical Batman gets in the DCAU. I think it's kind of a sad ending for Batman, but his core belief of being like how he reacts to children is very loved upon people. Like the scenes he has with kids is always fantastic in that series. But yeah, I think if you've got a taste of superhero stuff, I would recommend DCAU. That Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock, Batman Beyond, and Zeta Project if you want. Which I need to watch. I need to watch Zeta Project and Static Shock. I need to watch Static Shock. But yeah, I'm way more of a DC head than a Marvel head, and I used to know more Marvel than I did DC for the longest time. But I grew up with DC. DC was what I grew up with. DC was, my parents showed me DC movies. My mom would be pirating DC cartoons on her PC and watching, like, for herself. And then also, oh yeah, and I can watch it too. I grew up in a very DC household. And as much as I really liked Marvel in the 2010s and the late 2000s, it makes me so happy that we're seeing a push and a increase in people showing an interest in DC, because I think DC is so rich with stories and characters and world building in a way that I don't think Marvel is. And I think a part of how, like, they're able to reboot every now and then is frustrating on one end, but also I think kind of allows certain things to end. Like, I think they're very loose with how they allow people to write their characters, which on one end can be bad, but on the other hand, you don't get like a Spider-Man situation for the most part. Don't get me started on Tim Drake. But you don't get a Spider-Man situation where, oh, like, Peter Parker has to be a teen his whole life. He has to be a nobody who's single and lives in a one-bedroom apartment his whole life. That has to be Spider-Man. No one can know his identity. Like Marvel is shitting over Spider-Man. That's not DC. The Flash has been happily married for multiple years right now. Both Flashes, Wally and Barry. And Wally has children. Wally has 2 children right now. DC is not scared of doing, like, interesting and weird stuff. And I saw, I think it was Alan Moore, the writer of Watchmen, who said, yeah, don't be son of Tim Drake. What they're doing to Tim Drake is crazy. I think it was Alan Moore who's the writer of Watchmen and Swamp Thing. I really want to read Swamp Thing. He said that, it might have been him, so don't 100% credit me on this. He said that the people behind Marvel, like the executives and the editorial teams, are some of the evilest, like cheap state, like the biggest assholes in the industry, like terrible people. And the people who run DC are idiots. And I will take the idiots over the cheapskates assholes, because the idiots actually tend to make some really interesting and weird shit by just throwing shit at the fan. They do some dumb fucking decisions sometimes, like holy hell. And other times, we get absolute Wonder Woman. And if you want a comic book that's running right now, that you're like, oh, I'm going to start reading comics, read Absolute Wonder Woman. I've only read the first issue, and I read a bunch of the new Absolute comics. And if you don't know, Absolute Comics is based in its own world. It's basically this idea of, what if we took these classic DC heroes and separated them from what makes them, like, the quote unquote the most iconic. Batman is not rich in this world. Superman does not have the Kents. In fact, he was taken off Krypton when he was, like, a lot older and has memories of his family. He doesn't have, like, Smallville and stuff like that. The Flash has no Barry. He has no legacy to live up to. It's just Wally struggling with these powers alone. And Wonder Woman has no Themyscira. She has no Amazons. And it manages to be... I read a bunch of them. The Martian Manhunter book was... Absolute Martian Manhunter is very good. I read a bunch of them, and Absolute Wonder Woman was the one where I read. I put it down, and I'm like, this is going to be remembered in 40 years as something important and incredible. And so I think if you want to read something that's really like, holy shit, this is very good, from art, from story, read Absolute Wonder Woman. If you want to start getting into something that's only just started, start reading Absolute Wonder Woman, 100%. Anyway, that's my rant done. That was a long rant. The second you get me starting talking about comics, I just will not shut up. I am interesting. I am an absolutely, what's the word? Obsessed? I'm autistic is what I I am absolutely absolutely I love DC. I love comic books. I love it all. But it's 2:30 a.m. I gotta go to bed. You probably have to go to bed. Lemon. Mike, you're fine. It's mid-afternoon. Mooney's probably already going to bed. Hopefully. Maybe. And I need to get ready for bed. Because I'm in my clothes, my normal clothes. I gotta get in my PJs. So I'll see you guys Monday, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. But I'll see you. Bye.
You haven't even got a fat bankroll in your pocket.